The balsa wood plane for many years has been a cornerstone toy for all young aviation pilots all over the world. Played with by people of all ages, today TFDi Design are releasing their own rendition of the aircraft, and in this review I'll be taking a first look and talk about all the features that this model includes. For this aircraft, you will need to head over to the TFDi Design website and create a free account over there. Once you have made an account, head over to the products page where you can add it to your shopping list, input your details and purchase the aircraft for your account. You will then be redirected to a download page where you can then obtain the aircraft and add it to your simulator folders. Do note that no products key is required, showing the level of trust that TFDi Design have with their user base. Oh, and also note for today that there is a special offer where newcomers to the site may even get the aircraft for free, but that you've got timed just right. The beauty of the balsa wood plane definitely shows within this package, as the aircraft is an outstanding representation of what you'd find in the real world. The wood is beautifully laser cut from the balsa wood sheet, with each line and cutting recreated in their model. The precision of the wing, as it fits in the body, also shows that the people behind this model were dedicated in making the best that this could possibly be. I'm no 3D modeler myself, but when I see a fantastic design such as this, I can only think about how long it would have taken to ensure this level of detail, that the user is then receiving a top of the range product with absolute dedication from the developers. Textures are also done to a 4K resolution, meaning each line in the wood is also visible to the user, fitting suitably within the flight simulator environment. And for those that want to paint their own aircraft textures, then there's also a download link available for that, meaning you can customise the body with everything your child had ever wanted. The virtual cockpit is also exactly what you would find in a real world aircraft. A full view of the propeller ahead and the landing struts below. You can also turn the camera a full 360-degree motion, meaning that there is also the possibility of looking at both wings, and if you're feeling lucky, the vertical stabilizer too. While some would argue that there is no 2D cockpit, this is another thing I'd personally say is not the case, as everything you would expect to see is also in place. There are no buttons, no gauges, and no functionality whatsoever within the cockpits. The sound, however, matches 100% exactly what you'd find on a balsa wood plane. All sounds have been recorded from the real-world aircraft, including the metal strut hitting the ground, and the wind as it flows past the body when flying. Sound loops are also expertly done, meaning that there are no cuts or jumps within the sound samples. This gives you full immersion in controlling the plane, whilst making the pilot feel as if they were behind the controls of the aircraft for real. With absolutely no coding at all within this add-on, the balsa wood plane is also everything you'd expect in a flight simulator product. This means you get the full feel of an aeroplane without any ailerons, rudder or elevators. There is some basic control however, but that will depend very much on your own skill as a pilot, meaning that the better you are at flying, the further this thing will go. Think Wright brothers and Forrest Gump together at last. This aircraft is without a doubt one of the greatest flight simulator add-ons I have ever had the opportunity to fly. The model itself looks fab, with all the flair and style of a balsa wood plane. You are definitely getting one of the best looking add-ons of all time with this model. The mix of high quality sounds and perfected flight dynamics also means that the overall feel of this aircraft is the best of the most I've ever had the opportunity to fly, and especially with VR headsets will give you an absolute amazing view of what you'd expect to be flying. Pricing for the aircraft is also at $39.99, which for me is about right. It's what you expect for this aeroplane. But as mentioned before, for some lucky people, this aircraft is also a free product to download when you do sign up to their website. So again, do time it right, you may get the best offer of your life. Everyone says that all flight simulators need the PMDG 737 or Aerosoft A320 in their virtual hangars, but for me, I would actually offer up this aircraft as the absolute pinnacle of flight simulation, because that's what it is. The best aircraft you will ever fly, of all time, full stop. Hang on a minute. Does that say BalsaX or BalsaX?